Hey hun, I'm Chloe and this is the Sad Girl tutorial. My mission here is to share my passion for pole dancing and make pole dancing easy to learn and accessible. This is the 40th video of the beginner pole trick tutorial series. In order to maximize your training out of all the videos, I highly recommend you to start from the very first video of this playlist, as the tricks will be a progression of the video before. I absolutely love the naming of this trick, Sad Girl, because I feel like it totally represents the trick itself, and the prerequisite for this one is either your spinning climb or static climb. This video is mirrored for your ease of learning. I'll have a red wristband on my right wrist and my right ankle to indicate the right side of my body if you do get confused of the directions. This trick tutorial is created for you for information and educational purposes only, and for you to enjoy learning pole dancing from the comfort of your own home. Please participate at your own risk and don't work beyond your capability, and seek help or spotting when necessary. For any health concerns, please make sure you seek professional medical advice. Please also make sure you warm up your body before you start this video. I have a warm-up playlist depending on your level under the playlist warm-up so that you can try them before you do the trick. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up so that I know to create more of these kinds of videos, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't yet so that you are notified every single time I upload a video. If you're looking to further your pole journey in combining tricks and dance together, then consider subscribing to my online learning platform, Pole Art Bowl, where we put tricks and dance together into a combo and learning an entire routine with combos and dance together. You can find the link in the description below for further information. Alrighty, without further ado, let's get into the Sad Girl tutorial. Alrighty, let us get into our conditioning. For our conditioning today, we are going to do our climb into a chest up. Now, with our chest up, similar to a chin up, instead of trying to get our chin above our hand, this time around, we're going to try to get our chest all the way up to the pole. So, we're going to start in our climb. Once you come into a climb, you're going to make sure that your hands are all the way in front of your chest. Now from there, you're gonna push your bum away, sitting your bum down, and then you're gonna come back into a climb. Coming down and up. Now again, making sure that your hands are right in front of your chest. This is very, very crucial because I want you to make sure that you feel all of that squeeze in your lats or your wings right here. Now when you're coming into a climb, initially you can start off with your forearm grip, half racket grip, either or, they both work. And making sure that your hands are in front of your chest so that that hand, once it's there, doesn't move. Make sure that you have all that grip in your leg as well. So on your ankle, on your shin, in the inner part of your knees, those are all very crucial. So let's try consecutive if you can. If not, totally fine. Just do one and then coming down. All right, let's do 3 on each side. Coming into your climb. Hand in front of your chest. And tuck. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. All right, let's try it on the other side. Into your climb, either your half racket or your forearm. Tucking your knee up. Hand in front of your chest. And 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now there is your conditioning done. Alrighty, let's get into our Sad Girl tutorial. Now with our Sad Girl, you can either do this on spinning or static. They both work. I'm gonna do this on very minimal spin. This is what a Sad Girl looks like. Alrighty, now let's break down our sad girl. So we are going to come into our climb. Now with your climb, you can either start off with tucking both of your knees up or bringing one leg up at a time. But for those that are a bit more advanced and feel secure grabbing or lifting both of your legs up at the same time, try doing so. Otherwise, you can bring your inside leg up first and then get it into your knee crease and then the bridge of your foot. Now again, making sure that before you do this tutorial that you have finished a spinning climb or static climb tutorial, because that is going to be your prerequisite for this trick. Otherwise, this is going to be very tricky, so make sure you watch that video and then you can come back to here. So you're going to come onto your toes, into either your half bracket grip or your forearm grip, either or. I'm going to start with my half bracket, and then you're going to either lift both of your legs up or one leg at a time. Make sure you don't spin too much if you're on a spinning pole. Sitting your bum all the way down. Bring your outside hand a little higher so that you can hook your inside elbow onto the pole. Outside elbow comes on, grabbing your shoulder and then leaning all the way down, looking at your knees. And there is your side girl. To come out, outside hand comes back onto the pole, and then your inside and up and stepping down. Well done. Now, again, if you are doing this on a spin pole, please make sure that you don't spin or swing your outside leg around too much, or else you will spin out of control. Again, if you really want to learn how to do a spinning climb or how to control your spin, the spinning climb tutorial is going to be very, very relevant and great for you, so please make sure you watch that. Otherwise, if you're on static, should be quite straightforward. All right. Let's try it on the other side. So either coming into your half bracket grip or onto your forearm grip, making sure that you don't spin too much, and then sliding your hands down so that your inside elbow is on the pole. Outside hand comes on top, grabbing your shoulder, looking all the way down, and there's your sad girl. Outside hand out, and stepping out. Well done. There's your sad girl on both sides. Alrighty, let's go through some tips and common mistakes. Common mistake number one is your leg positioning. Now, in terms of your leg positioning, you always want to start off with your inside leg, either at hip height or a little higher. Now, if your leg is really low, then obviously when you try coming into your climb, then this is going to be really tricky, or you're going to have to sit your bum all the way down. So make sure you bring your leg high. So again, if you try bringing your leg nice and low, then that means that you have to sad girl like right at the base of the pole, and you don't want that. So make sure, try to bring your leg as high as you can, and that way you can do your trick a little higher up the pole as well. Now, other thing I want to mention is your elbow grip. Now, in terms of your elbow grip, you want to make sure that your elbow is placed just above your knee. If you try to hook it a little higher, then you won't be able to come into a sad girl sitting your bum down. You're gonna end up in this very horizontal trick, and it's not really a sad girl anymore. What's the opposite to it? I was gonna say happy girl, but you don't really look happy in that either way. Anyways, making sure that your elbow is very close to your knee, and that's gonna enable you to come into a very, very small tuck. The closer your elbow is to your knee, the more you can come into a tuck. Now, let's also talk about our head position or head movement in this position. Making sure that you don't look towards the pole, but looking down. When you're doing so, please make sure that you do not swing your head down, or else you might hit the pole, and that's not going to be fun. So make sure that you have ample space between you and your pole, and then just looking down, tucking your chin in as much as you can at your best ability. And that way you can, I guess, look like a sad girl. Now, let's also talk about leg grip and body grip and hand grip. So if for this particular trick, you're gonna need your grip on your inner part of your knee, your shin, your ankle, the bridge of your foot, and also your elbow grip, hand grip. So making sure that if you have dry skin on parts of your body, that you have something that's a bit more moist, or I usually use shaving foam. I know it sounds weird, but I use shaving foam and it helps me a lot with the grip. Particularly make sure that you get gel shaving foam. Now otherwise, if you have sweaty skin or sweaty palms, making sure that you have something that's a bit more drying. So maybe an antiperspirant, liquid chalk, pole sort of like hand grip that you can use. Those are all valid and those are gonna help you grip onto the pole. Now, please do not skip out on this because it will help you a lot. It will help you way more than you think. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I feel pretty grippy, until they actually find or they use grip aid and you're like, oh, actually, no, this is so much better. So make sure that you have the right grip aid that you need for your particular body type. So all the products I use are in the description. I'm not sponsored for any of the products, but these are for your own benefit. Now, let's also talk about our positioning of our whole entire body coming into our sad girl. So, make sure that you sit your bum all the way down to your ankle. If you do not sit your bum down to your ankle, you're not gonna have all the grip, and also you won't be able to come into a ball. Now, this is gonna sound really weird, but rather than arching, which obviously in sort of like pole dancing or any sort of position you wanna be in that looks presentable and nice, you wanna open your chest out, but for this particular trick, you want to hunch your back and round your back as much as you can. So, making sure you utilize that and then sit your bum all the way down so that you can also get right into that elbow. Now, in terms of your elbow grip and the positioning of your hands, you just want to make sure that your inside hand comes on to the pole first, and then you're going to grab your shoulder. Now, once you grab your shoulder, you will have all the grip to be able to take your other hand off. Then you take your outside hand off and then grab your elbow. Now to come out, you always want to reverse what you did. So outside hand comes off first and then inside hand off. And that way you won't feel like you don't have the grip to, or you don't have to just jump into it and hope for the best that you have all the grip that you need. And those were all the tips and common mistakes I wanted to go through. Alrighty, before I let you go, a little mindset tip for you today. Let's talk pole kisses and pain. Now, if you're not aware of the term pole kisses, it's a word that pole dancers use when we talk about pole bruises. I guess it's just a cute way to put it. Now, when you are learning a new trick, it is very normal for you to feel the pain. And I'm sure that if you've gone this far into the beginner pole trick tutorial series, if you've been following me, that the beginning, when you were trying all these tricks, that it would have been very painful, but over time, you would have noticed, oh, actually, it's not as painful as I tried it last time I tried it. Now, sometimes you might have had a break for like a few weeks for not doing that particular trick, or not maybe learning a new trick and learning a new grip, and you're finding that some of the tricks are just very painful. It is very normal. I could probably take a month of break, 2 months, and then come back to this trick that I've been doing for years, and for it to still be painful. Or maybe I might try a different material pole and then find it even more grippy or even painful because I'm not used to that particular material of the pole. So just make sure and just remember that pole could be painful at times, but the more you do the trick and then the more you train it, it will be less painful, and then you will be able to achieve and unlock that trick that you've always wanted to. So be patient, be kind to yourself, and enjoy your learning journey. Thank you so much for joining me and Truffle in the Sad Girl tutorial. We hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the very next tutorial. Bye. Bye. Good morning. How ironic. I literally said that while I look so happy. Sad girl tutorial. Wait, what tutorial was it? What tutorial was it? Oh, sad girl.